Hello again, microcar fans. So we got another FrontiArt. It's a line called Rollis and around 124 scale around, and this is called Berline Q. So this is a real microcar. It's a French company, Inter, and this is known as an Autoscooter Berline as well, or an Inter 175. I guess it was called many different things. They were made between 1954 to 1958. Only 30 of them were made, so these things must be worth a lot of money. Powered by a 175cc one cylinder. This is the design firm. They're a Korean-based design company. They design consumer goods. They're not really a toy company. And this thing would go 80 kilometers per hour, which seems kind of crazy when you look at these two people back here. We'll get to that later. All right, so let me get this out of here. And then there's some tape dots here. For the review, I shall have to open this. This is a cardboard base, by the way. It's covered in felt, so it doesn't mess up your tabletop. But there's a little notch here. You can take this off, and there's two screws holding the model in place if you want to roll it around or something, but I'm not going to do that. I looked online. I don't think it ever came in this blue color, so that's unfortunate. Or I don't see any pictures of it in this blue color. So if you look at the lower part of it, it does actually look somewhat similar to that image quite a bit, actually. Look at the swept front end of this thing. Interesting, yeah. Tiny little wheels. Those are really tiny. The rear view tapers off. It's a trike, so it's just one wheel in the back. And then, yeah, so these, I guess they're not on a public road, so I would do that myself. But I mean, look how small this thing is, right? If you actually drove that on a real street, oh, that's scary. Okay, well, the carbon fiber effect you see here is actually molded in to the plastic, so that'll never go bad, which is nice. The text, though, is printed in gray, so you have to hit it at a certain angle, and then you can read it. But it doesn't tell you what the car is. It just tells you the character's name, which is part of the name of the real car, though. Okay, so the headlight looks fantastic. It's just smooth on the outside, Fresnel's on the inside, and then it looks like a light bulb behind it in that light bucket. And then nice shiny chromed plastic, some sort of chromed plastic air inlet or something. Actually, you kind of see this stuff on boats, this kind of inlet, just when I look at the front photo. This big metal strip, rub strip or accent strip, is literally a mirror. And then it's cool that this thing has these racing stripes on the fenders and kind of like mini light wheels. I don't think I ever saw any photographs. Oh, you know what? Never mind. It's just so chrome. It looks like a spoke, but it's not. It's actually, I think, two halves of stamped steel, and these are bolt heads joining the two halves together. Old Honda, like CT70s and the monkey bikes had wheels like that. So then there's a domed here. No, it's like a, I don't know, center cap sticking out quite a bit. And then that is recessed in the middle. Okay. So the tire is kind of glossy. I think it's outgassing. Yeah, it's literally chemical leaching out of this. I hope the tires don't go crack in the future. They do have some treads there, so that's nice. The paint is very well done. You can see the reflection of my square LED. It's such a sharp edge. So I think this was polished after it was painted. So we do have a Rollis logo here. It's like a photo etch disc, I think, with red paint, and then they put a clear bubble of resin over it to dome it out. Alright, on the side we have some orange turn signals, I assume. I don't know if that's inset resin. I gotta zoom in on this. Yeah, there's a recess there, and they poured resin into it, and it's domed out. Interesting. That's quite interesting. I think that's just residual glue. Yeah, alright, so you can knock that off. Yeah, metal strip there is nice. It's nice that it's not peeling off. Might have been pre-formed. Okay, the rear wheel. Alright, not much to see there. I'm trying to focus on something. The bottom, just molded plastic. Okay. I think all three tires might be the same size. Yeah, possibly. Oh, look how this tire's reacting with the base. The chemicals are probably melting that base away based on 1/64 scale cars. Alright, there's just a black area for, I don't know why, but I see a black patch like this on the real photograph, so is it an air opening? I don't know. That's a low resolution image I pulled up there. The taillight there has these three recesses, pretty deep recesses. The middle is, I think it's got a red decal with texture, and then they put some clear resin on top to like dome it out, but not enough resin in my opinion. Or this is just residual glue residue and maybe that's molded, but alright, those are really deep. I guess maybe those are air vents on the real thing. Maybe that's the exhaust. That could be the exhaust pipe. Okay. Decent, nice even panel gap. Again, the paint job is fantastic. This Rollis text is nice. It's actually raised lettering. And then this crazy metal strip is going around these surfaces. Here's the end, by the way. I don't want to pick at it, but look at what curvature it's doing. And also it's been shaped. Like it's probably laser cut. And then they glued it in place. They must have taken so many efforts to try to get the shape of this correct, you know, because when you laser cut it, it's flat, right? And then they have to bend it in shape like this. Or maybe it's a really pliable metal, I don't know. So the visors of this character have like a bead of resin here. Maybe it's on top of a disc of metal because it's very shiny. Yeah, I don't know. It almost looks like real leather. Maybe it is real. No. It's plastic. But I thought for a moment it could have been real leather. So this is just black paint here as part of the helmet or the roof of this car. And then it almost looks like a dog or a cat driving. But I think they're all supposed to be humans. Look at this. You can actually see the eyes through here. That's really neat. So I think the eyes and the mouth here are decals. But yeah, these little lenses on the goggles is really cool. Alright, the hands and the steering wheel, the same piece. The black is just painted. And then we do have the first exposed look at a steering wheel from this line. Okay. Yeah, this is actually really cool. I think every other one I have, their face is behind a windscreen. But this one clearly is just going into the wind. So the roof or the helmet has a brim. Yeah, that's a really interesting design choice. Yeah, look at the reflection of the Rollis in the blue paint. That's how clear that paint is. This is such a nicely painted model. I think they must like hand polish them or polish out all the paint surfaces. When I paint stuff, there's always orange peel. Alright, well that is really a lot better than I thought it would be. I think it came in another color. I don't know if it was this color or not, one of the photos, but possibly I might get it. And then here's another similar looking vehicle. This is a I think I put a sticker on it. FMR TG500. Yeah, so this is actually a four-wheeler, but it looks kind of like a Messerschmitt, but I think FMR, I think Messerschmitts are only like 200 cc's or smaller engines. This is like a 500 cc kind of thing. But yeah, you got these like sticking out tiny tires, and I think maybe both of these could have been like airplane companies after the war, and they needed something to produce. think both of these, maybe they didn't use steering wheels. They may have used like yokes like an airplane. Alright, you can, I think this is the first one I reviewed. You can look it up in my channel. That's the only one with mirrors. Also, let's just go for a revolution. It's kind of hard to focus. There's so much chrome on this thing. Or shiny steel. This is actually really cool. I like this one. This might be my favorite one. But I can't find the Mini for sale anywhere. If you're willing to part with your Austin 850 from this collection, please message me. I used to drive a 1991 Mini Mayfair, and it was a great car. So I like Austin Minis, of course. Alright, thank you for watching, everyone. We'll see you the next time we do a Rollis.